seconds and counting.
With the Texans' day 2 of training camp now completed, let's go through some little tidbits and some information that we got today from Texans training camp. With the training camp being completed today, we got some more news about how our players are performing, and this is all from mainly John Harris's hits from the Texans website. He works for the Texans. He's an analyst for them, and this is what some of his big takeaways from the training camp day. During the last team session, the best play of the day to him was Buckeye to Buckeye. It was C.J. Stroud to Noah Brown. It was a one-on-one to the outside, and Derek Stingley was in coverage, and he had Noah Brown locked down. But Stroud got it right to the sideline, and he just put it right on the money. It was a perfect throw, and there was not much separation there, but he put it exactly where he had to put it. And that's awesome to see. I mean, overall, it seems like Stroud had a really good day today, and that's exactly what you want to see because he's the most important piece of this puzzle. If he is good, then the Texans are going to be great. Earlier in the same drill, Stroud and Brown hooked up on the other side of the field on a similar route. So that's great. Noah Brown has looked very good according to everyone who's been there, and he's been the wide receiver 3 for the most part. So I like his blocking, and if he can get open, that's huge. Stroud has also looked a lot better today than he did. The offense moved the ball better today. The defense still looked good, though. Jimmy Ward had a play early on where he broke on a ball, and it was near the sideline, and he just dropped it. It was a good PBU, but he could have had a pick and maybe a pick 6. Jalen Petrie made a couple plays. Those two were just always around the ball. Those two safeties are just always around it, and that's great to see. Tank Dell had a really nice catch that maybe he could have taken to the house if it was like a real game. He had so much room, and it was a nice catch. But the play before that, he had one that was over the middle, and it got broken up by Griffin, I believe, Shaquille Griffin. So Tank has been up and down from what I've heard. He's been solid, but there's enough to work on. And once again, another guy who's been very impressive. He was very impressive yesterday, and he's been impressive today, is Essam Ridgeway. He is just all over the place against the run, and just overall has looked very good in the beginning of training camp. Another guy who's looked pretty good so far is Xavier Hutchinson, the rookie wide receiver. He's been playing with the third team a lot, and Keenum's been finding him a good amount, which is good. Keenum found Brevin Jordan over the middle, I believe. Over the middle. He found him, and hopefully Brevin Jordan can have kind of a bounce back year, because I thought he had a pretty good rookie season, but last year he was just bad. Keenum was also intercepted by Darius Phillips, one of our backup cornerbacks. That's good. That's cool to see. Mason Schreck had a nice day with a couple of catches from Mills. Mills had a strong start to practice, but then he got intercepted later on by Steven Nelson. Brevin Jordan had another nice catch, which that's great to see. Brevin Jordan absolutely has to step, obviously. Juice Scruggs has been lining up in multiple different places. But this play in exact, he lined up in the center position, and when the ball was snapped, he got out of his stance up to the linebacker level, and as quick as he's seen, he moves very nicely. Or he moved very nicely on this one play, got to the second level, which is exactly what you want to see on those zone runs. So the athleticism is there for him. Blake Cashman had a nice PBU, who I actually think Blake Cashman is pretty good. That's great to see that Blake Cashman is still looking good. The linebackers apparently have looked very good in pass coverage, which is great to see. Mechie caught an underneath route from C.J. Stroud, and he caught a slant from Case Keenum, which is great to see. You just want to see Mechie out there and practicing, man. Mike Boone had a really nice blitz protection on that throw from Keenum to Mechie, which is great to see. Stroud, though, threw some gems today from what they had said. He hit Dalton Schultz on a slant. He hit another slant to Steven Stimms. He scanned the field and found Mason Schreck, which is great to see. Schreck has looked pretty good, apparently. And then he found Tank Dell that was a 20-25 air yard, and it looked like he could have taken it all the way, which would have been great. Dylan Horton has shown some good pass rush ability, which is great to see. I'm very, very high on Dylan Horton in this defense. I think he's going to be very solid. Stingley made a great play to knock away um, a pass that was intended for Robert Woods, and Stroud threw a pretty good ball, but Stingley just made an amazing play on the ball. And that's about it. Hopefully, this is a good recap of training camp. Let me know if y'all want more of these because I'm planning on continuing to do these training camp updates and stuff. And like and subscribe and make sure you'll keep tuning in to all the Texans content that we're going to be pushing out soon because we got a lot of stuff going on and it's going to be pretty exciting.